What we're going to go through here is a couple of techniques for mobilization of Rotexion and Latexion. Now, in order to produce these techniques, we're going to be doing this from above, but we'd very much like to be able to produce a little bit of fixation from below as well in order to help to stabilize things. I'm going to have you cross your arms across your chest, hands on your shoulders. We're going to use our opposite hand here in order to control the shoulders. So if I'm looking at about 5-6 here, I'm going to put my finger on T6. What I'd like to be able to do then is, if I'm going to look at first a Latexion motion. When I produce Latexion here, I'm going to get a left Latexion. I'm going to get a right shift of the spinous processes. So in order to produce a little bit of a lock on that, what I'm actually going to do is just produce a little left shift of the spinous process there. Then I'm going to tilt her until I feel the superior segment move. Right about there is enough. I'm going to take up my rotation motion to the barrier, and then my mobilization is just simply through the shoulders here. Just producing rotation at the end of that side bending motion. If I wanted to produce a muscle energy technique in this position, very simply I ask her, don't let me pull your left shoulder forward, hold there. She resists, then she relaxes, and then I take up my slack as it becomes available. That is a Latexion mobilization. In order to produce a Rotexion mobilization, from this position I would instigate that motion with rotation and then side bending. It very much becomes similar to a quadrant position or extension mobilization in that regard. Now, if I rotate her to her left, I'm going to get a right translation of the vertebral segment, which means the spinous process is going to tilt toward me. So in order to get a fixation of that, I'm just going to block that from happening, rotate her to the left, side bend her to the left, and then my mobilization again is through her shoulder girdle, right there. Now if I want to produce a muscle energy technique of this, I'm going to say, do not let me pull the shoulder forward and up. And relax, and then we take up our slack as it becomes available. We can repeat these motions until we find no further increase in range motion is becoming available.